Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from WhiteNetNews.com. WHO meeting, it evolves into attack on Israel. Yeah, what am I surprised in there? Considering that the WHO is pretty much a disastrous organization as of late. They have pretty much been controlled by China. They fell for Chinese propaganda, and they are absolutely so fucking unhinged and insane in another things that makes you wonder, what in the actual fuck happened to the WHO from my younger years? I even dreamed in working for them once upon a time, but after this, I'm wondering what in the actual fuck is going on with the anti-semitism, pro-Chinese propaganda going on in there. Let's keep reading the article, because apparently the world has gone insane. Or was always insane? Some of the world's worst human rights abuses condemn Israel for alleged harming Palestine. I forgot the introduction. Among those blaming Israel for violating health rights of Palestinians and Syrians are Venezuela, Iran, holy shit, the fucking despots of the world, Syria, holy shit, North Korea, oh fuck, Cuba, oh my god, Cuba, Malaysia, and Lebanon, all of which are embroiled in civil war, political strifes, and human rights violation. It's a miracle that China didn't even complain about this, because apparently China also complained about human rights violations in the US. Can you actually believe that shit? Well, you should. We are living in clown world. Alright, back to the article. Some of the world's worst human rights abuses condemn Israel for allegedly harming Palestinian and Syrian health rights during the World Health Organization Thursday meeting on the global response to the Wuhan virus. Okay, that's oxymoron. Wuhan virus pandemic. According to a UN watchdog report, among the 30 delegations who blame Israel for allegedly violating the health rights of Palestinians and Syrians in the Golan Heights are Venezuela, Iran, Syria, North Korea, Cuba, Malaysia, and Lebanon. Okay, so that's pretty much copying what you said at the article introduction. The session concluded with a vote of 78 to 14 with 32 abstentions to adopt a resolution co-sponsored by Syria, Cuba, Turkey, Qatar, and the Palestinian delegations. Obviously, all of those countries either have human rights violations, what's the name? Oh, yes, concentration camps, slavery, or terrorists. Of course. Requiring the WHO to hold the same debate at next year's assembly and to prepare another report on the health conditions of the occupied Palestinian territory, including East Jerusalem, which is part of Israel, and the occupied Syrian Golan. Well, you could have had that, Syria, if you played fair, but you didn't. So, bye-bye. Hilary Newell, executive director of the Geneva-based NGO UN Watch, decried the cynical polarization of the world's top health agency at the expense of focusing on the Wuhan virus pandemic and other vital global health priorities and emergencies. Newell maintained that not only are the claims that Israel is abusing Palestinian health rights false, but that opposite is true, adding that the attack seemed exceptionally galling considering that the UN's own Middle East peace envoy hailing Israel's excellent coordination and cooperation with Palestinians amid the Wuhan virus pandemic. Newell was also dismissive of the claim that Israel routinely harms the health rights of the Syrians fleeing to the Golan from the President Bashar al-Assad brutal regime. Saying that Israel's now defunct program, Operation Good Neighbor, either secretly provided medical treatment for thousands of Syrians in Israeli hospitals or treated them at the border. And that's exactly what Israel did. Israel helped everybody coming in to their borders. They helped everybody. Holy shit on a pickle. What absolute fuck. WHO has become and used to be a prestigious organization. I dreamed one day to work for their infectious disease branch or something like that. Well, life has its way. After you move to a shithole country with a shithole government, with a shithole economy, with shithole taxes and a shithole job opportunities, you pretty much cut your dreams into half and the brain drain becomes real. So, there you go. But, to think that it was such a prestigious organization and you get at this nonsense. What the fuck? This is disappointing. Why would they... No. That would be a rhetorical question that I don't think I'm gonna waste my time into asking it. Because we all know they all have anti-Semitism to the nth degree. They are so anti-Semitic that they deny the Holocaust, they absolutely support anti-Semitism and the destruction of Israel. Because after all, isn't that what they want? Because those are all despotic countries. Malaysia probably is the only one that is not as despotic as the rest. But they're still having certain human rights violations going on in that region as well. Isn't it interesting how things happen? Of course, they never look up their own bunghole, but they prefer to criticize another bunghole with things that doesn't exist. They will point dingleberries in Israel's bunghole, but will not even care or even admit or even consider that their bungholes are infested with dingleberries. That's how bad it is. It's irritating to say the least, because this is a behavior that keeps on repeating, and it's even worse in the Human Rights Council in the UN, and even more so in the UN in general. They have resolutions after resolutions against Israel every single time they convene, and what it happens? Nothing happens because they are powerless, thank goodness. But most interesting, the countries that really do deserve those resolutions or any of those discussions, they don't get it, or they are barely even a blip in the radar when they get it. It's so damn disheartening, isn't it? Well, thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you obviously want more of this stupidity, more news that is happening worldwide, because the world is a clown fucking world. Disappointing, isn't it? Oh, look, my driving wheel. I'm driving an American Truck Simulator. Either way, thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.